Hey, what's up guys? This is TBone here. Welcome back to another episode of playing Gemstone Legends. In today's video, I wanted to talk about a really awesome feature that Gemstone Legends has in the game, and that is Autobattle. So it's a system that allows you to fight the enemies without your manual input. It uses the computer algorithm to do the fights for you, and you can just kind of let it go, and then you can come back when it's done. And a lot of people definitely will be taking advantage of this feature. And then what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about some tips that will help you make your fights more efficient and to increase your chances of winning. So the first things first, let's talk about the order of activation. So right now I have it paused and I'm going to let it run. So when you have auto battle turned on, whenever an enemy or whenever your ally is able to do their special skill activation, it's always going to be activated from left to right. So you can see here it starts with Alton, then it goes to Elias, and then Trenter goes ahead and does the activation, and then whoever's turn it is that needs to go attack will then attack first. So what does that mean? If knowing this, if knowing that this is the way that auto battle works, I would then focus on placing units that do area of effect damage or units that do debuffs, especially debuffs to a larger area, all enemies, to the furthest left. Then after that, you would place units that deal single damage at the end. The reason you want to do that is because you want to try to maximize the amount of damage you can deal to a crowd, and then you can pick them off a little bit later. And so my recommendation in the order would be ones that do area of effect debuff, then area of effect damage, and then everything else. Okay, if you do it this way, then you're going to find yourself, especially if you run a team that has very similar affinity like this one, you'll find yourself seeing waves going down faster because you are being more effective with how they're actually dealing damage to the units. And now for the second tip. When you do auto battles, the thing that you need to pay attention to is that whenever the heroes start attacking, they're always going to prioritize matching the gems that deal more damage to the opponent. And what that means is they will not favor getting their own colored gems to be matched if it's not going to deal more damage. So the algorithm always tries to go for more damage. And so in this case, when you do auto battles, I have a red hero and two purple heroes against red enemies. The computer during auto battle is going to prioritize doing the blue gem matches first before they try to do either the red gem match for Premislav or the purple gem matches for Finbor and Octavia. So let's take a look and see what happens here. So you can see here when it's Octavia's turn, the first thing that she does is match all the blue gems. That's also because there's not a lot of purple gems around. And if you take a look at Premislav's turn, same thing. He prioritized going with the blue gems first because it gives them the highest amount of damage overall. And you can see so far they hardly have done any purple matches from Finbor and also from Octavia, and to the point where they don't even have their activation skills available, so they couldn't deal damage. And now Octavia went ahead and did some matches for the purple gems because at that point she was able to match the purple gems along with the blue gems. So it's always going to be a priority of going after the colored affinity gems to deal more damage first. Then they'll try to match gems that's going to give them their battle skill. So something to keep in mind, sometimes you might find yourself losing a battle that you don't think you should have, and that is because your heroes aren't actually ever activating their skills to defeat the enemies, and that would be the reason why. So now you know. Now tip number 3 is more for situations where you prefer to monitor what's happening while the auto battle is happening. So you're letting the AI control the actions, but you're monitoring the fight interested in seeing what's going on, this will be useful for you. So during auto battles, you can't actually use any potions as you would normally when you're doing your fights. But if that happens, all you have to do is press the auto button again to stop it, and then you could then use your potions, and you can apply it to anyone if you wanted to. You can do mana or heal, or if you wanted to, you can apply some toxin, for example, to your enemies to help even out the fight a little bit. So you have full control, and at this point too, you can even go ahead and choose to move the gems if you want it to, right? So you can go ahead and move a gem on your turn, or if you want to, you can just let it go on afterwards. So you can go back to pressing auto, and then the system and the AI will continue on with the play. Also, another thing you can do while you're in auto battle mode is you can, at any given time, you can choose which targets your heroes are going to go after. All right, so just like you could set your targets while you're playing manually, you can also do the same thing in an auto battle. So that is going to be all the tips I have for you for auto battling. If you follow these 3 tips, you should be able to see your auto battle records to be pretty high, because then you can guarantee more wins, where sometimes you might potentially see some losses. You can convert those into wins. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, put a like and comment below. Let me know what you think. Give me feedback. Let me know what else you'd like to see. And I look forward to hearing feedback from you. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.